Hey everybody, my name is SKYLER HOSTETLER and I taught a contemporary heels today at Chills, and I was just so honored to be there in the class with everybody and just to express and feel, and it was just such a beautiful day of dancing. After teaching the class, I am feeling so inspired by the vulnerability that everybody showed in the class. I know that sometimes being open and expressing and tapping into something can be a difficult challenge and can be very vulnerable. So just feeling gratitude that everybody was able to express with me and just to feel safe enough to share that kind of energy and tell the story that they want to tell. And honestly, I just, again, like I said, I'm just very grateful to be in the space because, you know, I just don't take any of it lightly. I don't take teaching lightly, and I don't take this share of energy lately. So I just am feeling grateful and I'm feeling super inspired by everybody in the class. The class was the start of something new. I feel like a lot of the feedback from some of the girls were that it became like refreshing and reminded them of something that they maybe forgot about and like a feeling that they've missed out on. So I think just some of them are ready to leave and to just jump into whether that's like a new found confidence or a new goal or just starting to get back into classes. I think that the class was something that made them like feel a little bit of a spark, which again, like that is just such a beautiful thing to feel. So I'm excited and I hope that everybody takes that into their future. I feel like I I always get very emotional and I get very passionate when I teach in the midst of teaching because I know what the dancers are about to do by the end of it. And I think sometimes in the midst of learning, they don't realize that like while it's like a lot of information and it might be frustrating or overwhelming, it's like I know the results that are about to come. And so just seeing them by the end of the class just be on the sides and watching each other and being emotional while they dance and just taking everything in and actually like allowing that like weight of like the pressure of learning to just drop like that kind of just like eased my mind. And also my good friend Kayla was in the class, which she was one of the first people I met out here in LA, and just seeing her, she was just a big support when I first started teaching, and seeing her in the room and doing her solo today was just a beautiful reminder of like how far she's come, I've come, and just like how, you know, dreams can start to become reality. I hope the girls remember that, you know, confidence is something that is difficult to achieve, and it can be easy to fake, and I think that it takes time. I think I was telling them at the end of the class about how when I first started teaching out here, I had a lack of confidence, but I was teaching everybody confidence. So it was a weird line, and I think like what the feedback was, like a lot of them that spoke to. And I think sometimes it's easy to remind ourselves, like I want everybody to remind themselves that confidence takes time, and it takes a lot of like just truly like evaluating yourself and allowing yourself to mess up, allowing yourself to try new things in order to find out who you are. Because I think sometimes we like to compare ourselves to other people and then try to melt ourselves into that vision of like what we want to be. But I think we don't focus on who we are as humans and our best qualities and how we can like really enhance those. And so I hope that every girl took away that like you are who you are in the body that you're given, and then to just like really work on enhancing your best features rather than trying to become everybody else's. And that confidence, while it can be a struggle, like it's definitely something that we can all achieve if we just really embrace like our best qualities and focus in on like exactly how we were made to be. I just witnessed it's I feel like it's not about, whenever I get like emotional or inspired by dancers, it's not necessarily like how flexible you are or how many turns or tricks you're doing. I feel like it's something that comes from like within, and it's something that you can just feel. And I think a lot of the dancers that really like moved me watching today were the ones who I felt like were pulling from somewhere real, and from whether it's like a real experience or like the feeling from a real person. And I think that's what dance is about, is like truly embracing the feeling of it, and embracing again like the emotion behind it, rather than just focusing on the steps and the the tricks and the flexibility, because the people who moved me the most in the class were the people who were just really just being raw and real from here. Oh my gosh, you should definitely come. You should definitely come to Chills. This was my first Chills dance camp, so that was so exciting for me, and I have been kind of keeping up. I know I was the last class, so that was an interesting experience and seeing how everybody was feeling, but I was keeping up on Instagram throughout the week, and the energy and the love that everybody was showing each other is so beautiful. I love when people continue to support each other. I always say, like, you know, you can be confident and you can be hot and you can be beautiful and sexy, and so can the person next to you. And so that really, like, I saw that in the room with everybody in the room, how much support was there, and how just all the teachers were incredible, and just an honor to be even like on the lineup with. But like, truly, I think like the support in the room is something that like everybody should experience. Oh my gosh, I love Nika so much. She has been a blessing to me. She's been so understanding, so supportive of who I am as a creative and as a teacher and as a dancer. And I could just feel how much she cared about me, and I could feel how much she cares about every single dancer in that room, which that's so important. You know, if you're going to be bringing teachers onto a camp, and if you're going to be running a camp, like, it's so important to care. And I know that might seem like an obvious answer, but I think she has just so much care for everybody on the team and everybody in the room. And I think that is the most beautiful thing about her, is like, you can just feel how genuine she is in everything that she does. And I have a lot of gratitude towards Nika, and I'm so grateful. And I love watching you dance. I love watching you express, and I love watching you watch other people just be themselves in this whole entire weekend. So yes, you're a beautiful human being. Love you so much, guys. I hope I see you all soon, and let's dance together again. Mwah.